This is Matthew Cratter from Trader University, and today I want to talk about my favorite momentum stocks for this week. If you're interested in learning trading strategies that work in today's markets, or you just want to see what I'm trading or investing in, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So we're currently in the most bullish part of the year, as I've been saying, really from beginning of November through the end of April. This is seasonally one of the most bullish times, especially for momentum stocks. In addition, we seem to be having a pretty good earnings season underway here. We've got the indices in very strong uptrends. We can see the SPY, the S&P 500, trading above the blue line, which is the 50-day moving average. Blue line above the red line, which is the 200-day moving average. This is what we like to see for momentum stocks, and it's also what we like to see as the technical backdrop from the indices. The same thing's happening with the QQQs. Very similar looking chart, just a little stronger, as well as the small caps, IWM, the Russell 2000, really been outperforming for a couple of months as the markets begin to look ahead, look forward to the economy being opened back up as more and more people are getting vaccinated. Now, the two standouts that I'm most excited about these days, obviously, is Bitcoin. Bounced off the 50-day moving average. Looks like it's headed much, much higher here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that because I talk about it in my other videos. I'm not a believer in Ethereum as a long-term store of value, but it's hard to ignore a chart like this breaking out really well. And so I think this is a very interesting trade. Again, none of this is investment advice or a trade recommendation, just showing you what's on my list of what to trade. If you stay tuned till the end of the video, I'm going to show you a way that you can also get access to the full list of tickers of stocks and cryptocurrencies that I'm looking to trade. Among the Fang stocks, which have been fairly quiet, it looks like Google is waking back up again after a really good earnings report and breaking out here. I'm not afraid to buy stocks at new all-time highs or new 52-week highs. In fact, if you think about it, this is how you get to participate in the best stocks in the stock market, the ones that are really moving. If you're always buying 52-week lows, you're buying stocks that are going down. 52-week highs, if you think about it, how many times over the past 15 years has an Apple or an Amazon hit a new 52-week high? Often you can wait till pullbacks. In this market, I prefer to buy on strength. So Google's really the only Fang stock that's looking super interesting at this point. Wanted to talk about a couple ETFs. The first one, obviously the ARK ETF, which has just been a runaway winner for both last year and this year, ARKK. It's got the same form we've been talking about, where the stock's trading above the blue line, the 50-day moving average, blue line above the red line. IHI is another one that I like as a trade and a long-term investment. We've been talking about this one for a while. This is the medical devices ETF. With the population aging, with the renewed focus on pandemics, etc., and life extension, all these different breakthroughs that are happening in the real world of atoms, it makes a lot of sense to be looking at IHI. Another one, it's not quite as strong of a chart, but still good, is IBB. This is the NASDAQ Biotech ETF. Couple other ones. 3D printing ETF. As long as we're talking about ETFs, I really like. This is another ARK product. It's PRNT, breaking to new highs here as we speak. And then we have sort of a cluster of the cannabis stocks. MJ, looking really, really nice. This is the alternative harvest ETF. There's a US only version. I believe it's MSOS. This one recovering really nicely from a pullback. This is a pure play on US cannabis companies. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Biden administration finally legalizes cannabis at the federal level. It's legal in many states in the U.S., increasing number, but it's still at the highest rating level in terms of the drugs are, in terms of being a level 1. I'm forgetting the exact terminology, but this I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is legalized in the next couple years. Another one, Canopy Growth, obviously one of the leaders in the space. I don't think it's a great fundamental business, but we've got the point right now where we've got these huge flows going into cannabis, just as last year they were going into electric vehicles and other environmental green stocks. But I think this cluster of MJ, MSOS, and Canopy Growth is a nice way to get exposure to this trend. Then I wanted to move to some of the social media stocks that we've been talking about actually for a while. We talked about them in the last video. Snap breaking out of a consolidation zone here. This is often a really nice formation. If you've got sideways motion in a stock above the 50-day moving average, and then it breaks to the upside. This is there are various things you could call this, but that's the easiest way to think about it. Basically, a stock moves up a lot, it begins to digest its gains, and then it breaks out of that trading range. At the same time, always being in an uptrend because it's above the 50-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average above the 200-day moving average. So that's Snap. Pinterest is another one that's got a very similar formation. This one hasn't quite broken out yet. You can wait for the breakout. You can buy in anticipation of the breakout as well. The important thing with momentum stocks, obviously, is to always have a stop loss at a level that makes sense. In this case, a really nice place to put a stop would be at the bottom of this candlestick right here. You could also, if you want a tighter stop, you could use the 50-day moving average, and you just size your positions accordingly. So if you're buying right here and your stop loss is down here at the bottom of this candlestick, you would do a slightly smaller position in terms of number of shares than if your stop loss were closer. So those are the two social media stocks I like the most, Snap and Pinterest. MDB is another old favorite we've been talking about a lot. Very similar. Looks like it wants to break out of a bullish sideways formation. So that's another one to keep an eye on. You can either wait for the breakout or buy in anticipation. ILMN, Illumina. This is another biotech stock, and it's also beginning to do a little bit of a sideways consolidation. I would want this one to close on a definitive basis above these long wicks here. So we've been seeing some sellers in this area, but this is one I'm keeping an eye on in case we close above those wicks and show that the temporary cluster of sellers that is lurking right there has been dispersed. Palo Alto Networks is another one we've talked about for a long time. It looked like it was selling off, bounced off the 50-day moving average really nicely and trading at all-time new highs here. Great formation for the stock. What else do we have here? PagerDuty PD, similar looking thrust higher. This one actually at new highs here. And then another old name, Now, ServiceNow, NOW, breaking out really strongly here after chopping around the 50-day moving average. PENN, Penn National Gaming. This stock gets a lot of attention. Obviously, very similar. Looks like it's trying to break out of a sideways consolidation. Now, if you found these charts helpful and you'd like to get access to my full list of momentum stocks, I'd encourage you to subscribe to Trader University Premium. You'll get access to this list, which is basically a copy of the pad of paper that I keep on my desk. And I have a shopping list there, or a list of stocks, sort of a pool to fish in when I'm looking to day trade or swing trade. And I have some free time to be able to focus on it. These are my go-to stocks. These are the stocks that are showing the most strength, the most institutional accumulation, the best momentum in terms of price action. So if you'd like to get access to that, you will also get unlimited access to all my courses. If you don't know anything about trading stocks and you're looking to really get started and make sure there are no gaps in your learning, I would recommend Learn to Trade Stocks Like a Pro. This is a great place to get started. If you're a little more advanced, you already understand how momentum stocks work, check out Momentum Stock Secrets. This is my most advanced momentum trading course. And I have a couple other, really 14 other courses here. If you want to, if you enjoyed seeing what happened with GameStop and you want to learn how to buy call options on momentum stocks. A good one is Learn to Trade Options Like a Pro, in addition to swing trading with options. I have a course on futures trading, options trading, day trading, etc. The good news is you don't have to choose between any of these. Your subscription at Trader University Premium will get you access to all 14, 15 courses, including my list of momentum stocks. If you want to see what's inside of any of these, you can just click on the description, the link in the description notes below, and it will take you to this page where you can click on any of these boxes and get the full list of lectures for each course. Now, I want to give you a special coupon code to use because you've listened so far. Normally, access to all these courses, including my list of momentum stocks, is just $125 for 30 days access. You get access, unlimited access to all the courses. But I want to give you an even better deal. If you scroll to the bottom of this page, so click on the link in the description notes below, you can browse these different courses. You scroll to the bottom and click Get It Now. This will take you to the checkout page. And if you just scroll down on the left side where it says Have a Coupon Code, and you type in YT99, as in YouTube 99, that will take $26 off the access price. So you'll get access to all the courses, the full list of momentum stocks, for just $99 for 30 days. You can watch all the courses, you can copy down the list of momentum stocks, and then you can cancel your subscription before it renews. If you want to stay tuned, though, there's a lot of material there, a lot of courses to work your way through, and I'm constantly updating the lectures and adding new courses as well. If there's a topic that's not covered and you'd like to see it covered as a subscriber, you can always just drop me a note and I will record a full course just for you and then share it with all the other Trader University Premium subscribers. And in this way, I hope to make this really the best resource on the internet for people who are interested in learning how the stock market actually works, how to trade options, how to trade futures, how to invest in cryptocurrencies as well. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. If you want to drop a couple tickers down there that you're looking at that you think might be good momentum plays, in this way we can sort of share our best ideas with each other. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.